This is one of those candidates where the story actually matters because it explains how he sees money, power, and accountability. Let's talk about Savant Moore. Now remember, the Texas Comptroller is the state's CFO, the state's chief financial officer. They collect taxes, certify the state budget, oversee school funding, and track how hundreds of billions of dollars are spent. Savant Moore is a Democratic candidate for Texas Comptroller, and his life didn't start with privilege or political connections. He was placed in foster care at just 4 days old, then adopted by a pastor and football coach and a math teacher who later became the first Black counselor at North Shore High School. That kind of upbringing shaped a life centered around discipline, service, and resilience. He graduated high school at just 16 years old, enlisted in the U.S. Army at 17, and served 10 years as an infantry soldier and Army Ranger. After that, software engineer, entrepreneur, and truck driver. He has lived multiple versions of the Texas economy. Today, he is an elected trustee on the Houston HISD School Board, where he says he learned something very important. Texas doesn't have a money problem. It has a priority problem. Texas ranks nearly the bottom nationally for quality of life and public education, despite a state budget of over $338 billion. Moore argues that comptrollers should protect taxpayers by enforcing accountability, not just tracking numbers. As the comptroller, Savant Moore says he would reinstate the Texas Hub program, audit every state agency, enforce exit clauses for companies mismanaging education savings accounts, modernize transparency tools Texans can actually understand, and restore trust through accountability and innovation. He describes himself as a progressive Democrat with a solutions-forced moderate approach, emphasizing rural and urban education and fiscal discipline. This race is not a flashy one, but it is powerful. And Savant Moore's pitch is that Texas deserves a comptroller who understands both the numbers and the people behind them. As usual, be sure that you go and follow his social accounts and his website so that you can get all the details about his campaign.